Hello and welcome to this quarterly update with Skagen Focus. The fund has had its best return in a quarter since inception. And today we're going to talk about the new reforms in Japan that create opportunities for a value investor like Skagen Focus. Jonas, how would you describe the past quarter?
Well, it was actually one of the strongest quarter, if not the strongest actually, since the fund was incepted, which of course a lot of fun to be able to deliver to our shareholders. We had a lot of winners in the top 10 department of the fund, which is 40 to 50% of the fund at any given time. Very few negative detractors to the fund in the quarter. I think it's also evidence that we managed to find these ignored, undervalued, maybe forgotten, interesting equity ideas out there that comes with our mandate.
So is it really possible to find these undervalued companies nowadays or underanalyzed?
Absolutely, but these areas constantly move around on the global equity market. But a good example right now would possibly be Japan, especially the mid or the smaller caps in Japan, where we continue to find exceptional value, actually. We have 20% of the portfolio in Japan currently.
Yeah, and I know you were on an amazing trip to Japan just recently.
That's right. We went out to Japan for meet our portfolio companies, and we met with, for instance, Beiko Kyoto, a top 10 position in the fund. We met with Toyota Industries, which is essentially the world's largest producer of forklifts, and also Hitachi. And the theme here in our conversations are more about capital allocation. How can you guys be more efficient on allocating your capital? Because these firms are very overcapitalized, which is not necessarily in the interest of shareholders.
You mentioned Hitachi. For me, that's a really household name. Is that really an undervalued company?
It is. It might be quite well known when it comes to their products and so on, but when it comes to the equity markets, it's a classic, undervalued, ignored, and forgotten conglomerate value opportunity in our eyes. They're actually focusing on investing into their core businesses and divesting the remaining parts at the same time as their stock trades at a really interesting and attractive multiple, we think. So yes, I would say it's a classic case.
Finally, how do you see the rest of the year ahead? What are the possibilities?
Well, we worked a lot to sort of refresh our portfolio exposure, and we have now about 60% of the fund is actually less than 1 year old since inception. So we hopefully that will deliver good returns for our shareholders over the next 2 to 3 years.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.